Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel of crafting, crochet and knitting. My name is Nikki and welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. So there we have our little crochet star. It is very little. I did wonder if I should make it bigger, but then I thought since I have no idea how I'm going to attach this into the scene, it was good that it's small because worst case scenario I might be able to just stick it to the wall and it might stay there because it's not too heavy. I've also left this on for now, so if it seems like it might be easy enough to dangle this up of the scene, then I will do that. That's just the leftover thread from where I sewed it together. It's a really lovely little pattern. I'll link in the description the tutorial video that I followed it off of. One exception to that is that instead of chaining up the first stitch, I did the thing where I extend the loop and then like wrap back round on itself like I have done before in some of the bauble videos, in order to make it look more like a double crochet in US terms, a triple crochet in UK terms, straight away, so that these inner double crochets do not look like there's a chain in any of them. So I did that, and then I was really unsure about how the points were going to go. I thought that I might have to cut and reattach yarn a lot, and I was just not there for that particular just that many ends. Today I just wanted something nice and simple, and actually it really was, because it's so small. You just work a few stitches up and then you work into those stitches on your way back down, and then close it off by slip stitching further along and with the work and then doing the next point. So that was really nice actually, because that made it a lot more seamless, like apart from the joining them two together at the end. So yeah, really happy with how that turned out. My next worry with that one was, what if the stuffing was trying to seep through the gaps in those stitches, because the stitches in the points are looser than the stitches in the middle, but actually there's not an issue there. I'm using a 3.5mm hook anyway, so the gauge is quite small, and the stuffing, I haven't overstuffed the star, so nothing's poking through. So really happy with how that turned out, and I can see myself making more of these in future because they are adorable, and I think I might need to make some baubles out of these as well. So yeah, I'm going to pop that to one side a minute. So a bit of a shorter one today, just because that was a really nice simple little thing to do. I also, however, have been working on some stuff off camera, and basically the other day when I said about how I really wanted to make the cable jumper again, I went and cast it on that evening when I'd finished up the Vlogmas. So I have been working away on that in meetings and any spare time I can get. It's going so much quicker than last time. I am really pleased because I feel like I've grown as a knitter in the last 4 or 5 years. To be remaking something actually in that sense is really interesting, because you can compare to how you felt things were when you first made it to how you feel later when you've done it before, and you've got everything that you've learned from it. And what I've learned over the last 4 or 5 years, even though I've not been doing cable work since then, is how to read my stitches, how to see what a increase stitch in a variety of different ways is doing and how it's leaning, or to see how a knit stitch or a purl stitch is leaning, and to see what they look like when they're on top of each other. And I can just read my knitting more now than I could at the time. And so at the time I was very much knitting the pattern because I wanted the finished product, and the process was very confusing and very tiring and very exhausting. And now it's so refreshing, and I can't wait to keep going, and I can't put it down, and I want to make sure that I've done a whole pattern repeat before I put it away, and I want to work on it at any time I get. And I'm also not afraid to work on it any time I get. So like if I end up only doing 4 rows, that's fine, because I know now how to read where in the pattern I've gotten up to. I know how to look back at the work and go, yeah, okay, I've done 4 stitches, 4 rows of stitches. So yes, I realise I'm talking about this and I'm not showing you because I really want to keep it for a separate video, either later in Vlogmas when I've got more to show you on that, or like maybe as a separate video in January, depending on again how far I get, because I think this is my Christmas knitting. Like I think I've entered Christmas knitting zone now, where I'm not just hyper focused on the crochet nativity for Vlogmas, but I'm allowing myself in my breaks to knit something I really, really, really want to knit in that moment. I think that's it, like in the moment, right? Like I want to knit the nativity, but there's a deadline on that and it feels very taxing to have to force yourself to work to a deadline. But with this cable jumper, there's no deadline, and I just want to keep working on it every chance I get. So I'm actually going to wrap the video up here because I want to do just that. I want to edit this video, get this out to you, and then go straight back to knitting on my cable jumper. But I can't wait to show you the progress I have on that just as soon as I get a spare day to discuss it properly. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow when I start making magi for the nativity. Bye for now.